Well, I thought I'd have a go at making a Christmas-themed pyramid. Now, I've not made pyramids for ages because I haven't had a pyramid mold. So I've just ordered one, it's arrived, and to my surprise, it came with 2 of the inserts, which was really, really great because I do use these up quite quickly. So thank you, Let's Resin. I've also got this little gnome mold that I ordered at the same time from Let's Resin that I want to suspend in here and hopefully have some snow around it, but we will see. Now, I don't want this to be clear because I want it to have some colour on it, and I'm not the neatest person at colouring, but I'm going to have a go. I've got some of their... See, I put a big order in. I do love ordering stuff. I am a bit of a binge shopper when I order stuff, so I've got some of their chrome powders. Now, I've not used these before, so I don't know how well they're going to work, but I'm hoping they're going to work really, really well. I would imagine you've got to put a darkish colour on them as well. So I'm going a darkish colour as the resin, as a backing, I mean. So I'm going to have a go at colouring this mould using these. I'm going to be using my little makeup brushes first to see if it goes on well with those. And if not, then what I can use is a brush. I want to get it right in there. Do the hat first. It does seem to be going on there quite well. Some people do this and they are so neat. Honestly, you would think they painted it using paints. I'm not that neat. I don't know about you. If you are, then can you tell me how you get that neat? It does seem to be going on really well using this, and it's meant to give a really lovely chrome effect. Would be handy if I had a longer handle. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to do this, and then I'll show you how I'm going to fill it and what I'm going to do next. Well, I've got my resin mixed up now, and I've used a bit of black in there, a bit black mica powder. So I'm going to give that a bit of a squidgy widgy. Try and get it all in there. I've just realised I hadn't noticed there's a bird on top of his head. Now, I did that red because when I looked at it, I thought it was part of the hat. But it's actually a bird. Now, I wish I'd done that in a different colour, but there we go. We can't have and do everything. Big thank you to everyone that got me a coffee last month as well. You really have been lifesavers. Thank you so much. And you're on my coffee board. And if you'd like to get me a coffee just to say thank you as a little tip for my videos, then the link for that is in the description below. And it really is appreciated. There we go. So I'll leave that now to cure up. And then once it's cured up, I can look about how I'm going to put it in that pyramid. Well, Santa's all cured now. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he looks like because I've done him in chrome, those chrome powders. So let's take him out of this mold. Already looking spectacular. Oh, he does look awesome. Look how sparkly he is. Look at that. Those chrome powders are amazing. I love the silver. There's the little bird I hadn't noticed on his hat. They have come out so good. And I was a lot neater than I thought I was making it. So he's going to get suspended in here, about there. So now I need to show you how I'm going to suspend him. So I want to suspend him so he's actually below the top because I want to put a different colour base on this. I'm also going to make some more of these, but just as they are to have around because I think they're going to be very popular. I think they're lovely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add this little bit of wood on here and then a bit of wood going across there so that then I can suspend it like that in that pot. So what I'm going to do is just drill a little hole through the middle of this and then also drill a little hole in the bottom of this one as well. And now I've got that in there, I've put a screw through there, and now I'm going to screw that into the bottom of my Santa. And that way when I cut, it's much easier doing it like this than gluing it on, because this way when I come to get it off, all I've got to do is unscrew it. And that should hold on there really easily like that. It needs to be lifted up slightly, so I'm going to just put 2 bits on the end of this because it's too low now. And because this is a new mold, I haven't used this before, so I haven't stored it or cleaned it. What I am going to do is give it a quick spray with mold release. Well, that now sits in there perfectly. I'm really happy with that. There's enough gap around it all the way around for me to do my resin. Now I'm going to use a deep pour resin for this. So I've got my resin mixed up, my deep pour resin, and what I am going to do is pop a little bit of this microfine glitter into it, but I don't want to put too much in. Just a little bit to give it a bit of a sparkle. There we go. That should be enough. Now, you know me, I love putting loads in, but I'm really making sure that I haven't put too much in. Give that a good mix in. And now we can start to pour this in. What I'm going to do is take this out to start with because I want to make sure I've got a really nice, neat tip in this. And if you don't do this, what you'll do is you'll get an air bubble trapped in. So all I'm going down there is with a little micro brush and removing trapped bubble that's in there. And that'll give you a much neater, tighter finish. And now I'm going to start pouring this down the edge as well. And that should help release the bubbles. I'm not going to put this in a pressure pot or anything like that because I don't want to. So there we are. We've got that in there. Now what I'm going to do is quickly dip this in some resin as well. And that way it will coat the whole thing and you're less likely to get trapped bubbles in areas where you don't want them on the actual Santa itself. Bring that over a little bit more central. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is fill this up to the base of the Santa. I don't want to go over the base because what I don't want to do is resin that actual block of wood in there onto the Santa itself. Because as I said, I'm going to have a different colour base go in there. Filling up my last bit. And now I will monitor this probably for about... And this, obviously, my area isn't level. I need to just raise this side up just a little bit more. Yeah, that should do it. And now I will monitor this for any bubbles that come up. Like there's a few come up here. I will monitor this probably for about the next hour or so. And then leave this to cure before I do the next and final pour. Well, this is all lovely and hard now and cured. It only took 48 hours, but as you can see, there's no stress marks in that at all because it cured up nice and slowly, and that's the advantage of having a slow cure. Now all I have to do is unscrew this, which was what was suspending it, and take that off, and now we've got that lovely and suspended there. Works really well, so easy to do. Make sure we've got no dust anywhere. And now I'm going to pour some resin over this. Now I could do this in two ways. I could put a light in here, so one like that, but because that's central in the middle, that light is not going to really shine through there, and I don't want it to be off center, so it's not actually going to have a light like that in it. Alternatively, I could put one of those string lights in it as well, but I don't want to see all the wires sticking around. So all I'm going to do is put a base on this, and you can have a light behind it if you want to. Well, my resin's mixed up from a base, and what I've used is a little bit of white pigment, some mica powder, and some white glitter. I'm not sure if that white glitter is going to show or not. Now, all I'm going to do is fill that up, and there we go. We can now leave that to cure. I will go over it with a long neck lighter to get rid of any bubbles that come up, because I've put quite a few powders and things in there, and that will create bubbles of itself. Look, you can see. Then we'll leave that to cure up. Now this was only a normal 1-to-1 resin. I didn't use deep pour for this because it's not that deep. It's a very shallow pour and it's quite spread out. Well, this is all cured now, and it's time to take it out of its casing. Now once you get that seal cleared in there, then you'll be able to get that out. All you need to do is break that seal from the silicone. There we go. So that's nice and broken now. Well, the seal, not the mold. And so far, it's looking okay. I'm always worried when I take these things off. I love that though so far. So now we need to take off the silicone mold. And you want to do this gently as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks awesome. And when you've done that, make sure that you turn your silicone mold back into the right shape straight away, because you don't want to distort that in any way. And never ever be tempted to then put your silicone mold over that bit there, because believe me, you'll regret it. You'll never get it out. Look at that. Just by releasing that air, we've got a beautiful point there, and Santa has come out awesome. I love him. He looks amazing, and it does look like he's sitting in snow, and you can see all that glitter that's suspended in there, that microfine glitter, and it looks beautiful. I'm really, really pleased with that, and I'm sure that that is going to be very, very popular. And those chrome powders also, I love them. I'm going to be using them an awful lot going forward. Hee hee! Ho, ho, ho! Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. You can pour a pyramid in one go, and you can suspend things in there. It's really, really quite easy to do that. If you've enjoyed this video, then check out the video that I've got coming up next. Move that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.